every time you get on, there's something else to adjust to emotionally, and I felt so and it makes me want to be myself more, because you know the real way to be different in this world is to show up and be yourself. In this society, it's really easy to equate our value to what we produce. Hey guys, welcome back to another video. If you're new here, welcome. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button to become part of the C Squad. We'd be so blessed to have you. It's been a while, you guys. I have been thoroughly enjoying my time off social media, and I just really wanted to get this video out there because it's time. It's been what, 46 days? I think I'm on day 46. Let me check my countdown. It's been 46 days since I've been off social media, way past the 30-day deadline, and I feel great, you guys. I have never felt more aligned and just more in tune with myself, and I think it's just mostly because I'm limiting my distractions. But I just wanted to go over a couple of things with you guys. These are just going to be me going over some things that I gained, maybe recommendations, or I don't know, just my thoughts on the whole social media detox thing. And if you hear any background news, I'm very sorry. They're doing remodeling upstairs. It's been going on for weeks. I hope it looks great up there. I'm never gonna see it, but they're loud. In the beginning, I feel like you definitely feel more of the gap, like in time, but as time passes, like right now, I'm just so used to not living on social media that it's just my new norm, and I actually really like that. It's my new norm now, and I really do like it. I like not immediately waking up and getting on social media and wow. I swear, excuse me, every time I go to film, I just am so gassy and I burp so much. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I'm talking so much. That's probably what it is. Now it's just like, it's almost weird because I'm so unused to it, to like see other people's feed. Like when I see my sister, like we sit by each other and I'll see my mom and my sister scrolling, and I'm just like, wow, that's what Facebook looks like, and that's what Instagram looks like. And, as I mentioned before, I think, if I didn't, well, anything that major that happens, they keep me in the loop. But I remember, you know, towards the beginning of the year when that George Floyd stuff was happening, I just felt like anxious, like high anxiety all the time getting on social media, because there was always some video appearing of more, just every time you get on, there's something else to adjust to emotionally, and I felt so just like almost distraught, not in like a bad way, but every time I got on social media it was something new. And that constant spike of emotion when you get on social media, the up down, especially around election time, I knew that it was going to be healthy for me to be off of it. And right now I feel really great. We actually went to it early, and there's actually quite a few studies. You guys should research them. I actually read about it in a book that I'm currently reading as well, 10 Reasons You Should Quit Social Media. I'm not finished with it yet, but they say how much social media influences elections and things like that. So it's been really nice. It's just, I don't even know how to describe it. I feel like I have a new appreciation for life. I'd say definitely the positives outweigh the negatives, but I do want to go over some of those things with you guys today. First things I'm gonna go over is the negative, or the things I noticed within myself. I didn't even realize this. I recently, like I think a couple days ago, that's when I first started watching YouTube again, and like immediately when I watched it, I could feel myself comparing, and it's just crazy how that happened. Just mentally just doing that, how that just automatically occurs. And even now, I'm not on YouTube, like nowhere near like I used to be. For sure I would be on YouTube every single day watching videos. Now I'm just checking in here and there and seeing anything catches my interest before I commit to watching anything. My point with that is I feel less inspired to make pretty meals as before. Like when I'm creating content, obviously like I want it to look nice, so I would be really more creative in the kitchen, because I would post about it, or I put it on my stories or something like that. I'm definitely less inspired. I've noticed that within myself. Creativity when it comes in the kitchen has definitely been down. That's something I noticed. You guys know I really do actually enjoy cooking and trying different foods, so that's something I've missed, and definitely a reason for me to figure out ways to incorporate inspiration when it comes to eating good meals into my life, whether that be YouTube videos or just Pinteresting some things. I actually saw 2 plant-based cookbooks at Barnes & Noble yesterday, and I'm gonna actually add those to my list to pick up because the ideas look delicious. I'd say about day 35 was when I really, you know, acknowledged and was honest with myself about the loneliness I was feeling. That's definitely a proponent, I think, of social media detoxing. That's just what it is. Even if, you know, the connectivity that you feel with social media isn't an exact replacement for a real life human connection, it's some kind of connection. As someone like me, like I don't really have a lot of friends, to be transparent, so I definitely felt that. And at the time I was reading, was it Breathing the Wilderness? I have my notes here, of course, you guys know. Acknowledging that within myself and understanding that it's a temporary feeling, and then at the same time, you know, remembering the blessings and the amazing people I do have in my life, some of my family. It did help me get out of that rut, but I would say, you know, there were days where I felt lonelier, and even though I thought that would force me to connect socially, it didn't. Like, I don't know, like I'm going out to Barnes & Noble more frequently. Of course, I would maybe chat some people up at the gym, but a quote from Braving the Wilderness is, "Loneliness tells us we need social connection, and we feel shame being lonely." And I definitely agree that I did feel some shame, especially because it's like I have great people in my life, and being lonely, like, doesn't take away from their greatness or from our relationships. It's something I was battling with internally, and definitely something I personally have to work through on my own and figure out ways to connect socially that are conducive to my growth and that make me want to be a better person and surround myself with people whose values are the same with mine. I feel like that's really where I struggle the most with connecting and making new friends socially. So now we're gonna roll into some of the positive things I've gotten from being off social media. One is I feel more self-confidence. Before I actually realized I was afraid of being too vain, I always was so scared of that. Like literally for years, you guys, for years. Like whenever I went to the bathroom, like in public places, like I would never, like just never look at myself in the mirror. Like I would always just like wash my hands and keep my head down. And like looking at yourself in the mirror doesn't equate to being vain. I just want to point that out, but that's a lesson that I just had to learn. And now that I am acknowledging my beauty, appreciating my beauty, I just feel more confident. I really do. And literally, you guys, that's just showed up in other ways in my life. Just random people have complimented me, and these girls yesterday at Barnes & Noble were like,
"Oh my gosh, you're so pretty." And then the other girl was like, "Oh my god, I was trying to stare you. You're so pretty. You're like glowing." And I was like,
that literally made my day. I was like, wow, that's just, with that confidence also comes with me just being myself. And I feel like that's the part that people feel like my vibe. I'm just so myself and just feeling more confident in that, because there is just less comparing in my mind. I am, you know, acknowledging I am enough, I am worthy, and I know that I am pretty, and there's nothing wrong with saying that. And it makes me want to be myself more, because, you know, the real way to be different in this world is to show up and be yourself. I'm definitely feeling more confident in myself, and maybe that's coming with age. I'm about to be 25 soon, but I don't know. I just feel more confident in, you know, myself, my abilities, my worth. And like I said, being more myself. Like if you guys catch me at the gym, I'm probably gonna be dancing a little bit. I'm not twerking or nothing, but I'll be, you know, bobbing my head to the beat, and that's just so me. Like I love music, and music makes me want to move. It just does. So just like little instances like that before I might be like self-conscious about like doing that, like bopping my head and like, you know, doing this at the gym. But now I just really don't care. I'm like, if they're gonna judge me, well, they gonna judge the real me, and I'm not apologetic for that at all. So also, you guys, I'm able to speak my mind more, and I think that's also linked to just being confident in myself. Like before, I was definitely, I wouldn't say outspoken, but I was definitely very, very good at saying what was on my mind. And now I feel like I'm even better at that, in a way that I'm learning to communicate my wants, my needs, my desires to myself and to others. And that's important. Communication is key to anything really in life. Saying what I feel when I feel it has definitely been something in life. I feel like we're always filtering ourselves based on who we're hanging around, who we're with at the moment, and it changes. And you know, that's becoming more just like a line. So I'm just always just speaking my mind, no matter who I'm around. I'm not filtering myself for your sake. I'm just gonna be me, and that's just what it is. You know, I don't really miss the news. I wasn't really into the news much before, to be honest, but I don't miss that. I really don't. The most news that I get, I'd say now, is from the Google app, so I Google search things. I have like little articles at the bottom, so that's where I would get my hits from the news, just updating myself. And like I said, if anything really major occurred or happened, my sister and my mom would keep me in the loop for sure. So I mean, I feel like I'm not missing anything. I really should have rewatched my initial video, but I feel like there were a lot of things I wanted to get done or finish during this detox. And I feel like a big lesson for me is like, it's okay just to take time It doesn't necessarily have to be like this super productive period of time where I'm getting all these things done and walking 10,000 steps a day, finishing meditation course, finishing all these books. And I think that was a big lesson for me, learning that it's okay just to take this time and just, that's it. In this society, it's really easy to equate our value to what we produce and how productive we are. And I know that I'm worthy. No matter how much I do or don't get done, that doesn't make me more or less of a person. It's okay to have goals for yourself, but it's also okay to just experience life as it is and have your goals adjust as your life is changing. And it's getting cold, so I'm definitely spending less time outside, but I am being more proactive about scheduling time, you know, to leave the house. Like Barnes & Noble has been like one of the best things for my life, just getting outside, just being in that it's so high vibrational there, you guys. Every time I'm there, we see so many angel numbers, my sister and I. So we just really enjoy going there. So I'm being more proactive about spending time outside of the house, outside of my room, and I find myself being more productive because of it. And people watching is like one of my favorite things to do. Like, I don't know what it is. Like, I could literally just sit there with my headphones in. I bring my own mug of tea, and I would just watch the world go by, and just, I don't know, I have a new appreciation for people and nature, and I have even more, you know, compassion for others. I think compassion has grown, you know, self-compassion for sure. Social pressure now for me is literally non-existent, you guys. That's probably why I haven't posted nearly as much as I was planning to during this detox, as in, I mean, like on YouTube, because it's like the more aligned I am, I know that it doesn't really serve me to post content that doesn't align with me. So if I'm not feeling something, it's probably for a reason, and I just trust that feeling. I'm just gonna upload whenever I upload. I know that that's not what I wish for myself, you know. I like to be consistent, but it's just something else I've had to learn. And I think the less pressure I put on myself, it allows me to set more into myself. I don't know if that makes sense, because it's like without the outside pressure, I could just be and surrender to the flow of life, and that's just so rewarding in and of itself. The only time I was extremely tempted to, and I had my sister log in to Instagram or Facebook, is when CeceMe mentioned me in her story. But she did post my video on her story, and I got like 20 new subscribers on CeceMe Fit. I got over 1,000 views on that one video, and I had my sister log in and read it for me or whatever. And that was like the only time I was really truly tempted. CeceMe is like definitely an idol and someone I look up to. So the fact that she mentioned me in her story, I'm sorry I missed it, but like, wow. It's incredible, really incredible, and I felt so blessed. And so this is from day 31, October 18th, my journal entry. I journaled nearly every single day for 30 days, and I found how much I like doing, you know, journaling on the laptop typing, because my thoughts sometimes come so fast, and I can type faster than I can write. So being able to get my thoughts out accurately, honestly, in real time, this was definitely great for that. So from day 31 entry, being on social media made me realize how much we try to put ourselves in a box, but the dimensions of the box are controlled by other people and society's expectations. This box limits us about how we should talk, look, think, act, and present ourselves. At the end of this detox, I've come to the realization of how deep that runs in all of us. Society tries to shape us to be what they deem beautiful, successful, or happy. It proved to me more than ever that I owe it to the world to show up and be myself. There's so many people out there faking it, creating a facade and armoring up every single day to protect themselves from being uncomfortable or letting anyone in. So the choice to show up and be myself unapologetically is a rarity. That's what we need more of, and when others see me stepping out, being my authentic self unapologetically, it will inspire them to dare greatly too. Daring Greatly was definitely, I'd say, top 5, one of my favorite books of all time. Everything I watch and like do, I feel like everything has a meaning. I watched this movie, How to Be Single. I've been single for so this is from day 27. I've been single for nearly a year now, which honestly for the most part I've been comfortable with, as I've been trying to get over my ex. But like many others, I'm always hoping, praying, manifesting my divine counterpart, my life partner. The craziest part about love is it normally comes unexpectedly out of nowhere. So when you're looking ahead or trying so hard to plan or set up something, it can be easy to miss what's right in front of you. And I also believe that most true, honest, giving love starts with yourself. One reason I really love that movie is it actually talked about how it's important to be single, to enjoy that time and make the most of it before you get married, have kids, and have other demanding responsibilities. So there's so many things I learned about myself. In day 18, LOL. I had a dream last night. I was scrolling on Facebook. I don't remember the context, but I did shake my head a little bit at the fact I dreamed about being on social media for the second time during this detox. Never ever dreamed about being on social media, ever, until I detoxed. So this is from day 18. Y'all ever seen The Matrix? I bring it up because similar to Neo, now that I'm out of the game and I know the truth about social media, I don't want to go back to that, an existence that is tied to my phone. I'm leaving my phone in other rooms now more than ever and allowing myself to feel boredom. That was day 18. How come boredom has been made out to be this monster we must avoid at all costs? I've come to call boredom a friend of mine through this process, and it's allowed me to have some deeper thinking about life. Boredom really isn't as bad as we make it out to be, but when we are so overstimulated all hours of the day, it makes boredom feel like it's the worst. I definitely think that's true. Day 14. I feel like we spend a lot of our lives resisting things that don't meet our expectations and don't happen the way we planned, even though some of those things are not only inevitable but predictable. Resisting the flow of life causes quite a bit of friction, which means that you're expending so much extra energy in the process of resisting what is. One lesson I've learned in this is that the easier route is to accept what is, not allow it to rule you, and to surrender to the flow of life. You'll slowly start to see all the beauties that life has to offer and accept everything has happened and will happen the way it's meant to. Thank you guys so much for watching today. I'm sorry if I was just rambling. This is a prime example of me just showing up and doing what I feel versus trying to always like have everything put together in a neat and orderly way. This is just me just expressing as things come up and as I feel true in the moment. And yeah, so this is how it's been for me. Social media detox, day 46. I'm going strong. Thank you guys so much for your time today. I really appreciate you guys. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and comment below if you guys are interested in doing a detox, and if you have, you know, did you learn anything about yourself? I would really love to hear from you guys about that. You guys enjoy the rest of your day. Happy Friday. I'll see you very soon. Bye. Ooh, I forgot to say something. Ooh, I forgot to say subscribe. Subscribe. The C Squad would be so grateful and blessed to have you become a part of our family. Well, now, bye for real now. Thank you guys so much for your time. Like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you guys in my next video.